You're starting a new journey and you don't even know where to begin. You're moving out for the first time, even the second time, and you're stuck. But don't worry because I've got you covered. On today's video, we are going to be covering a few different topics and I'm going to be giving you some first-hand tips and tricks. As somebody who moved out at 19, I feel like I have all the tips and tricks that will help you guys. I want to make sure that this move out is stress-free and easy as possible. So stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. The first topic that I really want to talk about is the pre-move essentials. You are going to first create a checklist of everything that you will be taking, aka packing, and everything that you need to buy for your new place. By doing this, you already know what you have and what you need to pack and do not have to rebuy it again, because I feel like a lot of people just rebuy because they want to and they don't even realize that they have all their stuff. The next thing you're going to be doing is gathering all your supplies that you need to pack all this stuff in. Make sure you grab your bags, boxes, suitcase, tape, and scissors. Make sure that you are as prepared as possible before the move-in day, so that way move-in day can be as stress-free as possible. The next thing is to definitely budget your money, because you do not want to be spending money when you know you can't, when you know you are taking on a big responsibility, because moving out is not easy and definitely not cheap. The next thing you want to make sure is that you absolutely have everything that you need worked out with your new place. Make sure all your documents are correct and signed. Make sure your utilities are on and everything is set. When you move in, you don't have any issues with that. So now we're going to talk about the big move, the essentials that you need for your place. I already told you guys you need to make the checklist, but now I'm going to break it down even more and make it a little bit easier for you guys, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. The first thing is that you have to pack your must-haves, your essentials, from your toiletries, personal stuff, your hair stuff, clothes, all that stuff. Make sure that that is all packed. We're gonna start with the basics, from bedding, towels, toiletries, and clothes. That is the main thing that you need to worry about, because when you move in, you might not fully move in the first day. You want to at least get your bed in and some bedding, so that way you can actually sleep in your new place. You want to have some clothes so you can be able to change out of it. Your toiletries, because you want to make sure that you can take showers and all that. Do not forget your tech essentials, because you're definitely going to need those. If you have your phone, iPad, whatever you may bring, make sure you bring their chargers, because you do not want to be in a new place with no phone. If you're like me, you definitely have some comfort items, so you definitely want to pack those, because when you do move into a new place, you're going to get homesick very fast. The next thing you want to make sure you do is pack your kitchen essentials, because girl, if you're moving in, you want to eat. You're going to stock up on some kitchen essentials, the basics such as dishes, utensils, cookware, and cleaning supplies, because if you know, you know. These landlords will be doing the landlord special, but your place is not clean until you clean it. You have to put in that work for your place to actually be clean, so you want to make sure that you're doing that from day one. I'm gonna be giving you guys some stores that you could definitely go to that are more budget friendly compared to all these other big stores. The first stop that you should be going to is definitely Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Their stuff is definitely a lot cheaper, and it's sometimes even the same quality as these other stores. In my case, I definitely chose Dollar Tree as my first stop for all my bowls, plates, knives, forks, spoons, cleaning supplies, all of that stuff. I went to Dollar Tree first before I even thought about going to Walmart, Target, all these other stores, because girl, we are on a budget, okay? We're going the budget friendly route. The next thing I will say is that you need to organize before you even pack, okay? Because you already bought your essentials for your new home. You're already bringing some of your own essentials, so you want to make sure that you're organizing your space so you don't bring in all that clutter into your new home. You're only going to bring what you know for a fact you're going to use, because bringing all that clutter from your old space into your new home is definitely going to make your moving situation a lot more stressful. And another thing you're going to do is definitely label all of your boxes, so that way you know exactly where to put them and when to unpack them. Now I'm going to be giving you guys some more budget friendly tips to save you money on your moving process. So when you are looking for your essential items, you're definitely going to look for deals. Do not pass up on these deals. Use coupons if you can. Go to all these other stores like thrift stores and all smaller stores, because trust me, you can find a lot of good stuff for cheap. When it comes to furniture is definitely something that is super expensive. This couch that you see behind me, my grandma gave it to us, and even though it's not in the best conditions, it works. We had a Friendsgiving and everybody was able to sit in this couch. We had at least 12 people in here, so trust me, if somebody is handing it to you, take it. If not, look for all these budget friendly areas. You can look in Facebook Facebook Marketplace, all these other stores, because trust me, buying all this furniture brand new is not cheap, and you could work with what you have at the moment and eventually just buy a new piece. To make moving day a lot easier, you can ask your friends or family for help in your moving process instead of hiring movers, because trust me, movers are not cheap. They're very expensive, and then that's coming out of your pocket, your rent money. So definitely talk to some friends and family so they can help you. It's obviously the cheaper way out, because nobody wants to be paying all this extra money when you're trying to settle into a new place and you know you're taking on a big responsibility and a lot more bills. Now we're getting into the end of the pre-move essentials. The last thing that you're going to do is make sure that you are prepared for moving day. The first thing you're going to do is pack a first night bag, because even if you don't get to move in all your stuff the same day, you want to make sure that you at least have your personal items for when you are in there. As I previously said, you're going to label all your boxes and make sure that everything is where you want it to be. Make sure that all your stuff is coming with you, because girl, some things get lost and you never know. Make sure that it's all labeled. Make sure that you write it down on a piece of paper, your phone, whatever it may be, so you know what you have already. The last thing you do when you do move in is take pictures of everything. Trust me, you want to make sure that you have this, because you want to make sure you get your security deposit back. Now it's moving day, the long awaited day, the most exciting day. We already discussed night bag, essential bag. We already discussed the charger situation. Now we are going to discuss actually moving in. There's a lot of places that give you a certain time when you have to move in. The time is definitely something that you want to make sure that you have correct, and the date, because you want to make sure that when you're moving in, you're making it as stress-free as possible. One big thing I will say is that you definitely want to stay hydrated during this process, because moving in is such a hassle. You are moving in so much stuff, and if you're moving to a apartment building and there's floors, let's say you're on the last floor, you're definitely going to be going on a lot of stairs. Be sure to bring a lot of snacks and a lot of water for you and those people helping you move, because you're definitely going to need it. Another thing is to definitely take a lot of breaks during your moving process, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself with the whole idea of actually doing everything. So make sure that you're taking a few breaks at a time. Then you're going to confirm everything with the people helping you move. Make sure that you're confirming time, routes, all of that, because you want to make sure that you guys are on the same page and on the same time, because there's literally only 24 hours a day, and girly, we're down to 5. When you are actually in your new place, you want to make sure that you clean your space to your liking, because when you do move in, there might be a little bit of dust, maybe a lot. You definitely want to make sure that it's clean and up to your standards before you even think about moving stuff in. Therefore, I believe that you should go in before your movers are coming, so you can have your place as clean as possible, so when they do come, everything is set already. The next thing is, do not rush, because you are going to get in there. Trust me, you're going to be in there, and I feel like you should take as much time as you want. If you are recording the process, that's even better. Take as much time as you need. Do not rush into it, because you're already there. So you want to make sure that you are taking all the time that you can to absorb your new blessing. So make sure that that's another thing that you're doing. I feel like we've pretty much discussed the moving day process. It is a hassle. It's a struggle. You're going to be moving in a lot of stuff. Make sure you're taking breaks. But now we're going to get into the actual post-move setup. The first thing you're going to do is unpack your essentials. Make sure that you're unpacking all your kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom stuff first, because obviously if you're not moved in the first day entirely, you want to make sure that you have at least all the essentials that you need. The next thing you're gonna do is set up your bed, because nobody wants to be uncomfortable the first night after you've done all that work. Make sure that your bed is set already so you could get a good night's rest. And the last thing you're going to want to do is decorate and personalize your space. It's such a big important part of all of this, because if you're not comfortable in your new space, you're definitely going to get homesick, and I feel like regardless you're gonna be getting homesick, but personalizing and decorating your space is definitely a good way to get that out of the way and make yourself feel a lot more comfortable in your new area. I feel like we have pretty much covered every single thing that you can when it comes to the moving in process beforehand and after. So if you guys definitely want to see more tips and tricks, let me know down in the comments, and I will definitely make more videos about it. I feel like this is such a broad topic that I can cover a lot of different things. In this video, I aim to just help you with the process, give you some tips on how to move in and make it as stress-free as possible. So if you like this video, make sure to like it down below, comment, and subscribe.